Hey everybody, welcome back. Original Grognard, Grognard's Corner, your host Devin here. And it seems that procrastination is the word of the month. Yes, I know it's been well over a week since I got my last video out. I apologize about that. I just kind of lost the motivation. Some other stuff going on. My knee's been bothering me pretty bad here the last few days. Actually, I also ended up doing some playtest up at Microsoft. I occasionally get a chance to go up there and do some video game playtesting. No, I can't say what I was playtesting. You know, non-disclosure agreements, all that good stuff. So, a few other things on my mind. But we did want to get this. I have a feeling this is going to be the last turn. The Soviets are going to have to get real freaking lucky in this one, in this turn to kind of hold on and hold the Spaniards back. So, but we are playing the Advanced Tobruk system. Module Axis Legion, Scenario 5, expanding the Bridgehead, stepping into turn 5. And let's go ahead and get to it. Initiative. Soviets win the initiative. Oh, I did want to mention real quick. Last video, I was commenting about using these mortars down here to op fire on these Soviets as they try to cross over here. But come to find out, and thankfully to our erstwhile rules guru, Scott, managed to point out that even though mortars use the direct fire procedure, they are an indirect fire weapon and can't op fire. So, again, many thanks to him for pointing out yet another one of my glaring rules, FUBARs. So, I did want to point that out before we stepped into this turn, and I do... Okay, yeah, so Soviets won initiative. I can talk, really. So they get to go first. Can't really do much. I can move them, but they'll just get blasted by alpha. So yeah, these guys are gonna have to fire first. I mean, yeah, we'll go 10 NCO directed. Wish the machine gun wasn't broken. So 10 firepower into there at a +2 -1, so 10 +1. 5 + 1 is 6 on the 10 column. Is a C1. That's good. Oh, that's all we needed to do a morale, and that's kind of what we're... Okay. Let's go ahead and stick a casualty on the guys with the LMG. Alright, so it's going to be motivation 8. 7 for casualties taken. 8, 9 morale support. That's it. So, leader's on a 9. He makes it 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. First squad makes it 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that right? 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. He makes it 7, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he makes it as well. Well, crap. That was not what the Soviets were hoping for. Soviets were hoping for a little more, maybe some breakage of some guys. That's gonna make things complicated. Actually, no, I think I may have found a way of getting those Soviets up there. Now that we know that the mortars can't op fire. So Spaniards' turn. You know what? They're just going to go ahead and open up at the Soviets in those woods. So it's going to be 6, 5, 4, 9, 13, 18, +2 -2, so 18 even. And that's going to be a 2. Ooh, that's bad. That's bad. 18, no 18 column, so it's going to be on the 14 column, which is a C4. Ooh. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and wipe out one full squad. All right, so motivation is going to be 7, 3, 4, 5. Leader makes it. Squad does not. Squad does not. You know what? Actually, I think that's gonna end it right there, because those two broken squads. They're just, the Soviets. What little the Soviets have are just gonna get overwhelmed. So over by turn 5. Now, see, this is. This is why a designer should never really play test their own games. Excuse me. Because this is like 12th, 13th time I've played it. And it's gone through pretty much the same way. You know, the Soviets, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because other people are playing it, and the Spaniards are just having a hell of a time getting in there. I don't know. Maybe I should have put the leaders more up forward, because the biggest reason I was putting the leaders in the back is so that the broken units would have someone to fall back on. But because that's a valid strategy in ASL. Unfortunately, what I forgot to remember is that in ATS there is no route phase. That you just move normally, but broken units can't move the turn they break, and usually they've been breaking in the same turn that the Spaniards are right up on top of them, so they're going into close I just don't know why. I guess I play differently than everybody else. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and chalk this up. I know, awful short video, probably one of the shortest I've done in a long time, but we're going to go ahead and cut this here, because like I said, I did it just. Getting those two squads broken, I just don't see the Soviets having any way of being able to pull this out. So, I guess this brings us around to the question of what am I going to do next? I don't know. I really don't have much of a clue on what I'm going to do next. What's the next thing I'm going to get on my table? I could break out Ogre again. I'm kind of looking at the deluxe edition of Ogre, and thinking, I could get out a Ogre GV, do a big old Ogre GV game, but then I'd have to go through them doing point values and stuff, so I may do that. I got 3 games from Avalanche Press's Second World War at Sea game system. I've always really been fascinated with, because it merges the tactical and the operational aspects together. And I can't really do an operational game because it is so fog of war heavy, and writing orders out, and I could, but the operational aspect does not play well to solitaire play. Or I could just break out one of the scenarios and do one of the tactical battles. I know that in SOPAC, which is Battle for Guadalcanal. There's a couple of hypothetical scenarios in there where Japanese and American battleships, hypothetical battles of American and Japanese battleships going at each other, blasting away at each other. That might be kind of fun. So yeah, I'm continuing to look at my list of games. Maybe I'll go back to Vassal. I don't know. What would y'all guys like to see? Would you like to see me continue doing some more ATS? Would you like me to move on to something else? Would you like me to go back to something I've done before? There's part of me, maybe I should go back to like 6th Fleet or 2nd Fleet. I've got the rules for 2nd Fleet. I just don't have the board, but I've got it on Vassal. I could do 2nd Fleet there. Yeah, give me your ideas. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms in the comment section. And I will see everybody next time. See ya!